Welcome to the second episode of GDW Talks. Now, I know podcasts normally have two people. As I said last episode, I don't have friends that like Doctor Who that are willing to come on here. So, it's basically just me ranting on for an hour. So I don't even know if I could really class it as a podcast. But anyway, thank you for joining and listening, if you are. I don't know how long I've got of a window to talk or film, so this episode might be split into two, if I can do that. If not, then it's just going to be this, and then the next episode I'll just film the rest of what I was supposed to talk about in this one. Anyway, hey, this is your host, George Wilkinson. Just quickly butting in. I will let you get back to the podcast in a second. I'm sorry if there's any interferences with the mic. I don't know what happened. It's not like my phone touched my body at any point, or any pieces of fabric or clothing or any objects. But I thought I'd just add this in. Anyway, I'm currently being pissed on by the clouds. But I thought I'd just add that in. Anyway, enjoy. Starting off, basically I've started recording this because I've just seen the title reveals for season 2 of Doctor Who that's coming on the 12th of April, which I think is a Sunday, but which no, it's a Saturday. I'm looking forward to it. One episode title that caught my eye was the Intergalactic Song Contest. I'm pretty sure it said the 803rd. The reason why that caught my eye was it reminds me of Bang Bang a Boom, a Big Finish story, which is really good. I quite like it. It's like this murder mystery on a space station with Eurovision. Now, I don't like Eurovision. It's not for me. I don't like the music that's on it. So I thought, when I got it, I'm gonna fucking hate this. I didn't actually. I quite liked it, but it caught my eye because just like Dalek and Jubilee, Dalek's based off Jubilee apparently, and apparently I think it's written by the same person. But I assume that the Intergalactic Song Contest is going to be based off Bang Bang a Boom, and I do hope that it's just as good as Bang Bang a Boom. Now, I do predict that it's going to be a musical, got a musical note in, or just a musical. and I've said many times, I'm pretty sure I've said it on social media, I don't like musical notes, especially not in Doctor Who. If it's like the Doctor started singing, or, you know, like, for example, Church and Ruby Road, I think that's the name of it, I didn't like it. Because of... Oh, sorry, I thought I heard someone. It's just my clothes. So that was a massive long gap for no reason. But, yeah, but the musical note in Church and Ruby Road and the end of The Devil's Chord, I didn't like it. And to be honest, if there wasn't a musical note in The Devil's Chord, it probably would have been rated higher for me. I think I rated it 8 out of 10. But anyway, the title Intergalactic Song Contest caught my eye. I'm pretty sure it got leaked, actually. Yeah, it did. I saw an image on Facebook. I don't know if some of it's real, but you know, it's apparently season 2 got leaked on BBC iPlayer, which is just like bloody hell. A lot of things are getting leaked recently with Doctor Who. They're not good at keeping it all in. What other titles was there? You've got the Robot Revolution, which people thought was Daleks because of the trailer, because all the sources. You've got which is written by Russell T Davies and directed by Peter Hoare. I probably pronounced that wrong. Spelt Horai. And then the second episode is Lux, written by Russell T Davies and directed by Amanda Brocci. I think that's how you pronounce it. The Well, which is written by Russell T Davies, Sharma Angle Walfall. Bloody hell, I'm probably oh my god, I can't speak. I'm probably butchering these names. And it's directed again by Amanda Brocci again. Please correct me if I'm saying these wrong. I probably am. Lucky Day, written by Peter McTighe, directed by Peter Hoare again. Again, I'm probably butchering these. The Story and the Engine, written by Inua Ellams, directed by Carla McPherson. Jeez. The Interstellar Song Contest. I can't speak. Written by Juno Dawson, directed by Ben A. Williams. Wish World, written by Russell T Davies, directed by Alex Sanjeev Pillay. I've definitely butchered that one. And The Reality War, written by Russell T Davies again and directed by Alex Sanjeev Pillay again. I assume Wish World and The Reality War is a two-parter, the final one. I don't know if it's going to be a regeneration story or that's going to be left until the Christmas Christmas special, because there's been quite a few speculations recently about Ncuti Gatwa leaving because of that recent Sun news report, which was determined fake because the BBC made a statement about it, but what they didn't make a statement about on that report was about Ncuti Gatwa leaving. So people have been speculating whether he's leaving or not. But I noticed on the season 2 trailers and the switch your topic by the way. I noticed on the season 2 trailers and the title reveals, this season looks a lot darker. And now, I've never really said this anywhere in social media, but I quite like Dark Doctor Who. It's like all these joyful kiddie episodes of Doctor Who, I'm not a great fan of. I've always liked Dark Doctor Who. For you know, like for example, Night Terrors. That's quite. It's not dark as like gory dark, but it's kind of dark. You know, like the episodes that the BBC were like, whoa, is that kid friendly? I'm not on about like where like it's too dark, but like I'm trying to think of examples. Like I liked 73 Yards because that's a good story. The only thing that's missing about that is the title sequence. If it had the title sequence, it would have actually been like one of the best episodes in my opinion. Since Peter Capaldi. Now I'm not saying that because I'm like, oh, Doctor Who's went woke. I'm not like that, alright? Because you know it has people alright. It has been woke for a while, but I'm not going into that topic. But you know, it's not Shooty's, Geordie's era was not awful, but it was the worst out of all of them. It's not Geordie's fault. It is kind of Chris Chibnall's fault. He just changed canon for no reason. Now, people go, oh, well, Doctor Who doesn't have a fixed canon. Every show has this rough canon that you need to follow, kind of. You can't just rewrite it all, especially not 60 years worth of canon. So, you know, it wasn't great. Season 13 was good. Season 13 doesn't get enough recognition, I don't think. It was a good series. I quite enjoyed it. But, as I was saying, 73 Yards probably it's one of the best episodes since Peter Capaldi's. It just needed that title sequence to properly put it up there. Kind of missed the title sequence, if I'm going to be honest. But yeah, it's looking good, season 2 so far. I'm looking forward to it. The only episodes that I'm not looking forward to are, hold on, let me pull it back up. The Robot Revolution. Looks a bit childish, but mainly because it's animation. I've seen the German trailer. The German trailer revealed a bit more, and it's animation on a bit of it. I don't mind. It looks a bit good. I like 2D with 3D. I like 2D animation in real life environments. You know, like movies like that. I quite like it. I'm looking forward to that one. It could be shit. It could not be. But I'll have to find out. The Well, I don't think we've seen much about that one. That's kind of like a hidden one, I think. I don't know. The title looks good. It sounds good. I'm looking forward to it. Lucky Day. That looks dark. I'm seeing a lot of look. L-U. Looks and lucky. You know, stuff like that. But that looks a bit dark. With Ruby Sunday and Unit, it's quite like a dingy. I think that's the word, dingy. It's quite a dark setting, like all the lights are dimmed, and I think that's where that shot of Kate Stewart walking down that corridor, which I pointed out looked like the corridor from the 50th anniversary. I forgot what that place is called. Let me know. But it looks similar to that place. The story and the engine, I don't know. Again, I don't think we've seen much about that. I think The Well is the... Going back to The Well. The Well's that one with the spacesuits. That one looks good. I'm looking forward to that one. The Interstellar Song Contest, it's rather going to be shit. Or it's going to be good. I'm hoping it's going to be good, and I'm hoping it's based off Bang Bang a Boom. Like Dalek was with Jubilee. Because, I'm looking forward to it, kind of, but I'm not. Wish World, I don't know. I guess the Reality War sounds good. Let's hope it's not going to be a flop of a finale like Empire of Death was. Because that was... God, I think I rated that a 4 out of 10. I just didn't like it. It was awful. Not awful. It wasn't the worst of the season. Rogue was. Dot and Bubble was better than Rogue. Was it? Or was Rogue better than Dot and Bubble? Or were they the same? I can't remember, because this was last year almost. But I'm looking forward to them both. I'm looking forward to the series as a whole. But yeah, I just thought I'd start recording because I just saw him. But anyway, moving on to the next segment of today's episode is another Big Finish review, like last time, with Volume 5 of the Third Doctor Adventures. This time it's Volume 9, I believe, The Annihilators. I hope I got that correct. I think it's Volume 9, but anyway, The Annihilators. My first Third Doctor box set. It's good. I quite enjoyed listening to it. It's a multi-Doctor story, kind of, I guess. I enjoyed listening to the first time, but as I've said before, when I listen to stuff or watch stuff quite often in a short period of time, I end up hating it. I don't know why. It just happens. I struggled to like the story again. Now, this kind of happened with this. I listened to it quite often in a short period of time. I started getting bored of it. I started not liking it. It's still good. That's why I've took a break of listening to it, so then I don't hate it. Because it is a good story. I quite enjoyed it. For being the first Third Doctor adventure that I listened to. Tim Treloar's acting is good in it. The impressions are good of Daisy Ashford's impression of Liz Shaw is good. Nicholas Courtney's impression of not Nicholas Courtney, John Coleshaw's impression of Nicholas Courtney's the Brigadier is really good, as I've pointed out. It's Michael Troughton who voices the Third Doctor. He's really good. He sounds not identical. Sometimes there are a bit flaws in both Beyond War games and other CD box set. And in this, and in other stories, his voice acting of his father is really good, but it's not spot on. But it's really good. Sometimes there's slip-ups, but majority of the time, it's indistinguishable, however you pronounce that word. But yeah, I really like it. It's a 7-parter, which I quite like. But yeah, the story overall is good. Jamie sounds old, but again, he was like 80 when he filmed it. You know, he can't help it. But, you know, it was good to hear Jamie again. with the second Doctor, and I think there was banter. Again, I haven't listened to it in a while, but I remember banter with the Doctor and the second Doctor in it, which again is similar to like what they were in the show, like the 3 Doctors or the 5 Doctors, I believe. But yeah, I quite enjoyed it for a first listen and a first dive into the 3rd Doctor adventures. I'm trying to think of a downside to it. I guess some points it was quite hard to picture what was going on. It was the music at some points were a bit loud, and the ending wasn't that confusing, if I'm going to be honest. But it was spoilers. The Doctor, well, it did happen, but it didn't happen at the same time. And like the twist of, I forgot what they're called, but the ones that were all supposed to be seeming nice were actually evil. The ones that were pictured as evil were being nice. It was good. The second Doctor not actually being there, apparently, was a bit like confusing, I guess, to me for the first listen. But, you know, it was a solid story, I'd say. I quite enjoyed it. I do recommend it. Again, the voice acting and sound design, you know, all that is good. The cover art I really like. However, John Pertwee's face looks a bit dodgy, but so does the season 9 box set. It looks almost like drawn on. I've noticed that with a couple of box sets from Big Finish. I'm not saying the artwork's shit, because it's not. It's good, but it's like, hold on, let me find it. It was an 8th Doctor's Adventure box set. His face just looks off. Like, there's no hate to it. The cover art was good. It's just, it looked a bit off. It was the stuff of legend. His face just looks off. And I don't know why. But, you know, the artwork, the sound design, the voice acting, the writing, it's really good. I recommend it. I'd rate it a solid 8 out of 10. Now, I don't know what I rated it originally. Let me find it. What was it called? The Annihilators. Yeah, here it is. I rated it a 9 out of 10 originally, so it kind of went down. I said here it felt like a season 7 story. It really did. It fit into that season 7, like it was trying to, because it's a season 7 story. And I also said, which I still agree with, Jamie didn't really talk that much, and it feels like he was kind of left out a bit. But you know, I rate it 8 out of 10. So it's went down 1, but oh well. I recommend it. I recommend you go out and get it and listen to it to yourself. It's a solid story, and I enjoyed it. Season 7 is it is my favourite seasons of Classic Who. One of my favourite seasons of Classic Who. Spearhead was the first Classic Who story I watched, and it's my favourite of Classic Who. It's probably up there in all of Doctor Who. It's a solid season. I can't really put a week episode for that season. And as I said in the last episode, I was really happy to hear that season 7 was the new collection box set to come out. But yeah, I really like that story. And moving on to the next segment of today's episode is there going to be a season 3 for Roblox Doctor Who and Gmod Doctor Who? Roblox Doctor Who, there's not a high chance. I'm probably going to stop doing it at season 2, even if there's I don't even know if season 2 is going to happen at this point. You know, I've got all the episodes. I'm halfway through writing episode 1. It would have been done by now, but I don't know what's going on. There's stuff going on with someone that was supposed to be playing the Doctor. You know, some people are leaving Roblox. They're taking a break from it, and like they're not going to be here when filming was supposed to be started. So I had to let them off. And then I hired the other guy back. The reason why I fired him in the first place was because he just took control. He started like demanding everyone, and I just didn't like it. But the reason why I hired him back, because he was so eager to play it again. So I went, you know what, second chance, I'll let you off. But then, from what I've seen recently, what I've heard recently, and what's happened, no. I don't even know if cast members can even make it. Some don't reply, some do reply, but it's not good. So, you know, I don't even know if season 2 is happening. Now, it's not season 2, but it's season 1. It's the Brides of the Master. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get that finished because none of them are replying to me. And it's rare that they do. But it's too late to cancel it. I've got trailers and stuff. It's almost done. It's just I have to finish recording like 10 minutes of it. And those 10 minutes are quite important because I'm not going to spoil what's happened, but it's an important part of the story, and I can't just not publish it without him because it just wouldn't make sense. So, you know, I do hope to get it done because I haven't posted a Roblox Doctor episode in 2 years, and it was supposed to end 2 years ago, but I ended up getting caught in stuff. They ended up getting caught in stuff. They ended up losing the lack of what's it called? Not energy. Not is it determination? Hold on. No, they lost the enthusiasm to film, and they just didn't want to film it, and I assume they wanted a break. And, you know, I was new to posting YouTube at the time. I only just started in November of 2022 on my gaming channel, and it's my fault on my half. I didn't write scripts for them. They're all improv at the first 2 episodes, and the scripts that I did write for the 3-part finale, they're awful. So, you know, without scripts to go on and the difficulty to, you know, like show scripts to them, it became a challenge. But yeah, we were all busy, we ended up forgetting about it. We ended up stopped doing it, and it was only October of 2024 that I turned around and not turned around. I invited them into a group chat and went, "Do you want to start filming for the part 3 of Rise of the Master?" They all went yes, which I'm grateful for, and I'm glad they did, because I didn't want to just leave it open-ended, and I did want to finish it. And they said yes. The only issue was that I kind of left it to last minute. I think it was Halloween when I asked them, and I went, right, well, I'm supposed to get this story out by Christmas. And that's a very short time frame, because I'm pretty sure I said we're going to be filming next week. I think I put a bit of stress on them, and that is my fault, and I do apologise if I did. But that happened. We started filming. We got 75% of the episode done by December. Then I got really stressed out. December. I scrapped season 1 of GDW Doctor Who to restart it. Everything went on my channel, even Roblox Doctor Who. So I just lost enthusiasm of everything. I kind of went a bit too far, I reckon, but I didn't delete out just in case, because I knew I'd changed my mind, which I did. But we stopped filming, and we've only filmed slightly since. I think we've only filmed a scene since, and that's a massive issue. And now one of the actors can't join the game that we used, which is a massive issue, and they still can't join. And now I'm not blaming them, it's not their fault, okay? I don't want to put any pressure on them, I'm not telling them off. I understand they can't, because they've given me a reason. But it's a massive issue, because I did want to get Rise of the Master out by the end of April, but if it's looking like it is now for the next week, I don't think we will. But I am hoping we are. Now, is there going to be a season 3 of GDW Doctor Who? Possibly, if I can be bothered. There is going to be a season 2. I've made all the scripts, I've done all that. The only issue is I need to get voice actors to do it, to play some characters. That's very difficult. It really is. I don't get why it's so difficult, but it is. But yes, there possibly is. I've started writing scripts for season 3, and that is probably going to be the last thing I'm going to do on this channel. And that probably, I know we're in 2025, but I'm hoping to get it out there by possibly the end of 2026, possibly 2027. I know that's 2 years from now, but 2 years flies by now. I remember 5 years ago going, it's going to be ages until I finish high school. Yet here I am, 1 more year and I'm finished. And it's flown by, so I'm hoping to get it out there before 2028, definitely. But I have a feeling that this channel's stopping after that. Mainly because I don't want to do more than 3 series of each. Now, I would do Minecraft Doctor Who, but the only issue is, for some reason, I can't download Minecraft. It's been buggy, it's been weird. It's just my Microsoft account's not working for some reason. So, I can't do that, and I don't know how to sort it. But hopefully I could, and I would start that. But I don't know what else to do on it, because, the three main big ones for Doctor Who fan series, and I guess, like, in the future, if I had the courage, not the courage, the enthusiasm to do a real life one, I would. I genuinely would. Because, it was a dream of mine when I was younger to be an actor. That has kind of fell off now, but, I still never say never. But yeah, so, after season 3 of Gmod Doctor Who, it's probably going to be the end of this channel, which, I'd be sad for. It's not going to be the end of me on YouTube. I'd just move to my gaming channel and my extras channel and post on there instead. But yeah, it's very low chance of season 3 of Roblox Doctor Who, and if it is, it's probably not going to be me writing it. There's a high chance of season 3 Gmod Doctor Who. It's not like 75% high, but it's not like 40% low. It's not 50% either. I'd say it's like there's a 60% chance of me doing a season 3 of Gmod Doctor Who, and there's probably a 30% chance of me doing a season 3 of Roblox Doctor Who in the future. So, it's very low on everything. No, not on everything. On Roblox Doctor Who season 3. Moving on to the next section, which is the answers to the Doctor Who questions that I asked last time. To be honest, I forgot the questions. And I don't know if this was still... Hold on. I've got a laptop for a reason. But, yeah. So moving on to the next section, which is answers to the questions that I asked last episode. That's if my laptop will turn on, so bear a sec as I quickly log in and pull up the questions that I asked, because it's been a week since I recorded that and my memory is shite. So the first question that I asked last... What the hell? I didn't click a new tab, mate. Anyway, the first question that I asked last episode was... who conditioned... who was the aliens that conditioned River Song? Well, the answer to that would have been the Silence. That was what was on the answers to the question anyway. I remember it now. I'm starting to remember the answers. And which of these is the name of an enemy of the Doctor? Multi-choice, by the way. So A, Mr. Potato Head. B, Mr. Jackson. C, Mr. Saxon. Question 2. The answers to question 2. The question was, which of these is the name of a Doctor Who villain? It was a multi-choice, and the answer was Mr. Saxon, which is the name of the Master. The nickname of the Master, which he used to get into power to become Prime Minister in the 3-parter of season 3. What is the name of the artificial life form? Question 3. What is the name of the artificial life form that duplicated Rory's memories in the Pandorica Opens? The answer to that question was the Autons, because he in the episode he was a Roman soldier. He was secretly an Auton. I watched that episode recently, it's quite good.
What animal head does the Judoon have?
Question 4. What animal does the Judoon head have? The answer was rhino. I was going to attempt to speak Judoon, but I'm not going to because I'm awful at it.
What condiment can be used?
Question 5. What condiment can be used to defeat the Slovene? Well, the answer to that was vinegar, as shown in the second part to Aliens in London and World War III, where Mickey chucks a jar of pickled onions, vinegar and all of the acidic substances that contain calcium, I believe. Not acidic, just substances that contained calcium. No, not calcium. Something. I forgot. But anyway, it was vinegar.
Name of the alien life form that concealed itself in television signals.
Question 6, I believe. What was the name of the alien life form that concealed itself in television signals? And
Leader of the monks.
well, shut up. And that was The Wire. Also in I forgot what it was called, the episode, but it was The Wire. Question 7, I believe. Who was the leader of the monks in the episode Tooth and Claw? Hold on, I'm having to search that one up because I can't remember that one. The answer would be Father Angelo.
The form of the Absorbaloff. Question 10. What is the name?
Oh, apparently we're on question 10. I don't know what question I'm on, but whatever. What was the name of the guy who the Absorbaloff became in human form? And the answer would be Victor Kennedy. Right, they were the answers to last episode's questions. Now, on to the next segment of today's episode, and that is a review on an episode of Doctor Who, and that is, luckily, Spearhead in Space. As I said earlier, the first episode of Classic Who that I ever got, but it's my favourite. It's in my top 10s of Doctor Who episodes of all time. I really enjoyed it, and as I said earlier, it's in Series 7, which I absolutely adore. John Pertwee is perfect, and it's the first episode in colour for Doctor Who, minus the Peter Cushing movies, but they're not canon. At least not yet. Wait until Russell T Davies gets his hands on it. As I was saying, it's really good. I enjoyed it. The colour, you can tell that they really went full out. The quality of it, because it was all filmed on location because of some strikes happening on the BBC, the quality of it's good, and I really like how it can just easily be upscaled. I'm looking forward to getting it on Blu-ray. Well, I have it on Blu-ray, but I mean on the box set, the Season 7 collection one. Yeah, I absolutely adore it, and it's the first episode with the Autons, and yes, they may look a bit janky in it, but it's the 70s, bloody hell. They didn't have a big budget back then in Doctor Who. They will look a bit janky. But it's the first episode. I love the Autons. They're one of my favourite villains, minus the Weeping Angels and the Daleks. But the Daleks recently have become worse, been overused. But that's for another episode in the future. But I love it. I really do. The name's a bit deceiving. Spearhead in Space. Spearheads from Space, I believe. I think that's what it's called. It's a bit deceiving. They're not spearheads. They don't have spearheads. That's what I thought they were when I was 7, I believe, when I got it. That they were literally spearheads from space. But, I love it. It's a really good story. It's a 4-parter. Yes, the Doctor's knocked out for literally the majority of episode 1 and 2. And it does take a bit to kick off, but still, John Pertwee's acting is good. We get to see post-regenerative trauma, whatever it's called, with the Doctor going, shoes, I need my shoes, stuff like that. It's really good. The Doctor nicking the car, the settings, all of it. Unit, the Brigadier, Liz Shaw. It's a massive shame that Liz Shaw and John Pertwee didn't have another series, because they had wonderful chemistry together throughout season 7. But yeah, I love the story. It's a 4-parter. It's 100 minutes in total, I believe, roughly. But yeah, a wonderful story, and it's a good story to start off if you're going to watch Classic Who and you don't like black and white. It's really good. I'm glad that it started me in Classic Who. And some people don't like Classic Who because it's all janky and low budget, but that's why I love it. It's low budget and it's very camp at some moments. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that or not. But it's funny. It's good. The Doctor speaking with his eyebrows. I believe that's Delaphine. It's really good. I love the story. I recommend you watch it if you're getting started into Classic Who. And I've got all 3 versions. 4 soon. I've got the original 2002 release, the box set from Mannequin Mania box set, and the Blu-ray. I've got all 3. That's how much I love the story. I spent about 20 quid on all of it. It's really good. I love the story. Yeah, I recommend it. Go watch it. It's in my top 10s. I always recommend it to friends who want to start with Classic Who. Now, sadly, we've come to the end of this episode. I do have to go. All the links to my social media, my other channels, etc., it will all be in the description. Go check it out. Go join the Discord server, which is also going to be in the description. Go subscribe to my 2 other channels. Subscribe to this one if you want. You don't have to. I'm not forcing you. I'm not one of those YouTubers who go, subscribe. No, subscribe if you want. Only if you like the stuff that I make, which is, I don't blame you if you don't. I'm still quite shit at making stuff. Thank you so much for listening and getting to the end of this rant session. But I've said what I've wanted to say today. Go check everything out in the description, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.